Hey Sagittarius, Mariah here. Hopefully you are doing good. I'm going to get into your reading of what you need to know before 2022. I'm trying to get through this intro because I just meditated on your reading. I don't know, I feel like I'm out of breath, but I'm going to tell you I feel like I'm out of breath. Um, Let me calm down. So I prayed and I asked Spirit, okay, what does my Sagittarius need to know before 2022? And I immediately got the intro of a song. And at the intro of a song, I'm not going to mention the artist because the artist is in hot water right now, so I'm not going to bring controversy to the situation. But there's a part of the intro of this song, specific song, that sounds like you're on a roller coaster. And you can hear people preparing to go up a hill of a roller coaster. Now, you can't physically hear the track. Just stay along with me. I know I sound crazy. Please. This has a purpose. But you can't hear the tracks of the roller coaster, but you can hear the people saying, oh, like you going up a roller coaster, right? You're preparing for the anticipation. And it's the best way I can put this while I'm trying to calm my thoughts because I just want to get this out. It's the preparation. 2021 has been preparation for you. That going up the hill of a roller coaster, because I feel butterflies in my stomach before you drop, right? Before you hit the drop. And you're just going chugging up all the way up the highest point of that roller coaster before you hit the first hill. In your stomach, there's butterflies, there's anticipation, there's fear, there's excitement, there's all these different things. 2021 has been this year of preparation for you. 2021 has been that year of Spirit chugging you up this roller coaster. For 2022, you are about to drop. And I mean this in the most exhilarating way. I don't mean it in the bad way. I mean it in the most thrill-seeking, exhilarating way. And let me bring this down to more mundane context, right? But sometimes when I get a message, I gotta just get it out. So, like I was saying, 2022, you're dropping. 2021, everything that you had to go through, everything that you've been through, everything that you've experienced, the highest highs, your lowest lows, all has prepared you for what 2022 is going to bring for you. And when you hit this drop in 2022, just like this song that I'm still hearing loudly as day in my head, and that's when the beat drops, and it's almost like the anticipation, just your stomach just flies, and you got all these butterflies, and you're just screaming because you're flying down this roller coaster. That's the roller coaster of life. I know this sounds very sci-fi and left field, but again, this has a purpose. The reason why I'm bringing this up for you, Sagittarius, is because everything that you've prepared yourself for in 2021, 2022 is your year. 2022 is your best year to come. 2022 is your best year yet. Is your best year yet. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you some fictitious story that 2022 is going to absolutely be perfect. No, just because like any roller coaster, you have your peaks and you got your valleys. So within 2022, you will have your moments where you hit your lows, where you do, things start to slow down a bit. And then all of a sudden, here comes a turn that you don't see and it goes back up. But the thing about it is, in 2022, the lows are more subtle. The lows are more subdued. The highs are very high. What I would ask of you, Sagittarius, is to have some form of mental balance in the year of 2022. You are going to need it, and the reason why you'll need it is because if you don't balance out your mental stability, when you hit those lows that may be unexpected, that send you on turns, and again, they're subdued, so they're nothing life impacting, if you will, right? But we all face life, right? So we all will have our ups and downs. But when you do hit your downs within 2022, you have to understand that it's only temporary, and not to let yourself get so involved of the emotions or the heat or the energy of that situation that it throws you off course. When you go through the lows of 2022, Spirit is asking you to flow through it. Do not be reactive. Do not try to take control of the situation. Do not try to force a situation. If a low is happening, it's happening for a reason. Allow it to happen, flow through it, and then go back up that hill. But those lows that you will experience in 2022 are not meant to throw you off your course. It's meant to take you back up that hill. And that's what's so exciting about this. Because all of us will have our periods in 2022 where life is just either at a standstill, or we have our experiences that can emotionally upset us. All of us will. That's human nature. That's part of the human experience. But it's learning how to ride the roller coaster, learning how to handle that rodeo of when it goes low, how to ride the wave of that low to allow it to take you then back up to your high. So these highs that I'm speaking about, and I've done all these readings thus far, just completely channeled. But all these highs that I'm talking about are freaking exciting. And I still have butterflies in my gut because it's what you've been wanting. It all started with the mindset, right? So your manifestations, your visions, things that you wanted to come to fruition, all started with the mindset. That was 2021, the preparing the mind. I know we can talk in spiritual terms, but we still have to look at the scientific aspect of things too, right? We can't have one without the other. And the scientific aspect is we have to look at how we process a lot of the things that we go through, right? And what gets us through those things is our willpower and our mind to look at something as mind over matter, right? Not allowing a situation to defeat us, but being able to use that situation to build character and strength to overcome it. So in 2021, you've been dealt a hand of situations that were putting you you were being put to the test. It was putting you to the test. It was putting you to see how great is your endurance, how great is your passion, how great is your strength. And all throughout these tests, little did you know, you were just inching up by up, going up and up that roller coaster. And due to the accumulation, is that the word? No. Some words I just can't pronounce. What the hell? Accumulation. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Due to the buildup, let's go there. Due to the buildup of all of these experiences, finally, 2022, put your hands up. Are you ready to drop? Are you ready to drop? Because you're going on the ride of your life, and that's what it literally feels like. It literally feels like. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm getting such an abstract message for you. Another thing here, 2022 must, and I do say must. I've been given caveats to a few different signs. Your caveat is different. To be able to ride the waves of these highs, you have to really be grounded in your spirituality, Sagittarius. So develop a routine, a daily practice. Develop some form of ritual that you do on a daily basis to strengthen your belief in whatever it is or whomever it is that you believe. Because sometimes when we go through these highs and we experience achievements and we experience these moments of accomplishments, sometimes, because we are human, the ego can interfere. The ego can intercept. We may think we're going to ride this high for as long as we can, and guess what? You still got some turns and corners that's going to come around the bend that you don't see coming. So when we talk about ego, when we're talking about riding the wave of a high and not feeling or not knowing or not thinking that we're going to get off of that high, that's when that high tends to drop. That's when something tends to happen. So again, be very grounded for you to sustain and maintain these highs that you will experience in 2022, these achievements, these accolades, these rewards, these blessings, you putting forth that business plan, you putting forth that transition, you putting forth that move, you putting forth moving up within your company or going to a new job or getting that raise or, finally graduating and getting that degree or, getting married and having family, whatever that high may be, because you will have quite a few highs in the year of 2022. Again, this is the ride of your life. We got to be able to manage the lows so that way the lows doesn't psychologically trick us into believing we won't get back to that high. So it doesn't psychologically fool us that, you know what, maybe that was just temporary. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew, as soon as one thing happens good for me, then here comes something bad. That's all a mindset. So that's what I'm saying. You have to be firm and founded in your spiritual practice or whatever spiritual deity you believe in. So that way when you're in these lows, you have somebody, whether it's spirit or God or whoever, to pray to or to call on, to help guide you through it, to help flow through those lows. Instead of trying to force your way through them, instead of trying to push your way through them, instead of letting it keep you down emotionally or psychologically. Whew. These readings today have been kind of intense, to say the least. For my Sagittarius, what can they expect in 2022? Intention. Invocation. And passion. I love it. I love it. So, in the year 2021, where you've been placing your intentions, what you've been trying to manifest, because with this ritual in this deck, it always reminds me of manifestation, right? Or certain daily practices that you do, or certain goals you set for yourself on a daily basis that you can actually achieve to get you closer to what you want to achieve. These things have been done, or you've been doing these, or you've been applying these methods, or you've been trying to stay active when it comes to your intention, and when it comes to your manifestations, passion. This is that excitement. This is that feeling. This is that real energy that I keep feeling. Whatever you are passionate about, Sagittarius, in the year 2021, you're going to start to see it come forward. You are going to start to see it come forward if you've been actively. This is the second caveat for you. Only if you've been actively putting the energy towards it in 2021. If you have not actively been putting energy towards whatever it is your passion is in 2021, if you have not been setting goals or staying consistent, whatever it is that you're passionate about, when 2022 comes around, you're going to have to play catch up. You're going to be the one that's all the way at the end of the line waiting to get on that roller coaster. You're going to have to play catch up. So your 2022, if you have not been actively putting your energy towards your passions, if you have not actively been going towards whatever it is that you're trying to create, or that you want out of life, or that you want to see come to fruition, something that you're super passionate about, if you haven't been doing this, 2022 is just going to take you a bit longer than the others who have been actively pursuing this passion. It's going to take you a little longer to catch up, all right? So I just have to be realistic. So if you've been manifesting and praying but not following through with action, right? Not getting out there and not doing what you need to do to take the daily steps to get you one step closer to what it is that you're passionate about, well, it's going to take you longer than the others. It is. Spirit can only do so much on the back end. You got to still put in the effort on the front end. But for the ones that have been, that I'm going to speak to specifically, this is such a bomb energy. It's so cool, because it feels like my stomach feels like it's going to drop, and I'm sitting in my chair in my kitchen. Nothing's happening right now. But I feel like I'm getting ready to fall out of my chair, like I'm on a roller coaster, like I'm going to drop. There's so much that's about to pop up for you in 2022 that you've been anticipating, or that you've been wanting, or that you've been expecting, or that you've been wanting to see to come to fruition. And because of your efforts, your work, and alongside with Spirit, making sure that Spirit brings these things for you into fruition, you finally get to reap the fruits of your labor and your rewards, all of this good stuff. And I would also say to some of you too, especially if you feel very close to Spirit, especially if you have certain abilities, whether it's clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, all the clairs, whether it's mediumship, whether you have psychic abilities, whatever it may be. in the year of 2022, please put that in your arsenal. Put that in your arsenal and make that something that you can actually, how can I put this? For an example, I read tarot. If you're able to read tarot, or if you have abilities where you can do something as such, really think about how you can incorporate those abilities into what your passion is, right? So not saying you got to be a tarot reader, but if you are divinely connected, or if you're divinely in tune, or if you are divinely, if you have like a heightened intuition, you know that you're divinely gifted. What can you do? Whether it's a passion, it's a goal, it's something that you want to bring to fruition, something that you've been manifesting, whether it's love, a new job, better finances, whatever it is for you. How can you use your gifts and abilities on a daily basis to even further propel you forward on that roller coaster? Let's bring up the speed. Let's go from 110 speeds to 120, because that's your secret weapon here too. That's the accelerator on all this. It's incorporating those gifts and abilities that you have, Sagittarius, because you guys are, and I think they don't give you a lot of credit, you guys are very spiritually connected. You truthfully are. You like to understand the deeper meanings of life, and you guys really are connected. But that's going to be that gear shift to speed up that roller coaster, to further propel you into what it is you want, to then magnify what it is that you're bringing into fruition times 2. Right? So let's double that. Sagittarius, we got the Knight of Michael, which is the Knight of Swords in this deck. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. What did I say? And this is the fastest knight in the deck. Did not tell you when we hit 2022, that roller coaster is going to go down that hill and you're off to the races. 1 minute you're manifesting this. Next minute this is coming up. Next minute you're getting that job. The next minute, you're starting that family. The next minute you're getting increase in the finances. Next minute you're really starting that YouTube channel or that podcast or writing that book. You're creating all of these different things. And again, within creating all these things, you are going to hit your lows. And that's why I keep saying, become more spiritually grounded in the year of 2022. You will need it. With a night like this, fastest night in the deck, if he hits a rock or a pebble, he's done with. He's done. But if this knight was able to really hone in and utilize his insight or his intuition or his deeper senses or knowledge base, and he's running off to the races as fast as he can, and he may feel like there's pending danger coming up, he can go with the tide to swerve around that pending danger instead of just going straight forward and fast and then hitting that boulder or that rock, and now he's off his horse falling, he's broke his ass. right? So again, honing those abilities that you have within Sagittarius, 2022 is such a fantastic, fast-moving, fast-paced. I mean, you are off to the races. Off to the races. And 2021 has been that year of preparation, getting you ready for it. So are you ready, Sagittarius? You may say yes, you may say no. I don't know. You might be. You might not be. Let me go ahead and get one more card for you, Sagittarius. One last card for my Sagittarius in spirit. What do they need to know? Thank you. Pick up after yourself. Interesting. Okay, so pick up after yourself. The blame game is over. It's time to realize that the only person who can affect you in any way is you. Within your own mind is the answer to every question and the power to accomplish anything. Take charge, be accountable, and let's do this thing. Same freaking energy I'm talking about. Same exact energy. And every time I do your reading, I always get freaking hype. I don't know why, but I just do. Same exact energy here, right? So everything that you had to learn and experience in 2021, hey, you know what? I can only be accountable for my mess, what I've dealt with. I can't hold other people accountable. I'm going to leave it in 2021. All I know is that I can take charge, be accountable for my own self, and go after everything with my power. And I know that I have the power to accomplish anything, right? So, 2022, hopefully I didn't say 2021, but 2022 is a very climactic, I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to say that. I'll leave that to you to find out in 2022. I'm going to hold that word back. but it's a very climactic. It's a very thrilling. It's a very exciting year. Again, this is the thrill of your life. 2022. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not being callous when I say that. It truly is the thrill of your life. So are you excited? Because I'm excited for you. I'm excited because I just keep feeling this roller coaster energy. I'm excited for you, Sagittarius. So you get excited. You be ready. You get started and you go off to the races just like this Knight of Swords. Sagittarius, I love you. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful 2022. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.